It used to be that a person's home was their castle. Unfortunately, that's not as true as it used to be. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Squaw Valley, California. Here we're going to see a home invasion, a burglary actually, that is going to take place that we're going to see the beginning of on a doorbell cam. And it's going to teach us important lessons about reinforcing our doors, teach us important lessons about multiple attackers and the threats we might face in a home invasion. In the beginning here, you can hear the dogs barking in the background. They've knocked on the door, determined there's nobody home. And now this guy holding a revolver in his right hand kicks the door in. You can hear that door just get kicked in. And now these guys are in, and at least two of them are armed. They post one of the guys as a watch here. And then they're all just going to walk out with a ton of stuff. Obviously, I sped a bunch of stuff up just for the sake of time. But the doorknob cam here shows them all coming in and now leaving. And you can see they're still very wary for what's going on around them, but nobody else is around. You can see it looks like a fairly rural area, and they're just going to take off with this family stuff. All right, let's go back and learn some lessons on this one. Now, the first thing that I want to think about here is they're not deterred by the dogs. The dogs barking don't do anything to them. If there's nobody home, the dogs really aren't a deterrent unless they're trained attack dogs, which very few are. Next, this guy decides, okay, it's go time. You can see that he's got a gun there in his hand. And the first thing that I want to tell you is many home invaders, burglars even, are worried about armed homeowners, and so many times they are armed, which is a great reason to be armed in your home. Next, he kicks that door in like nothing. I can't tell you enough. Getting reinforced exterior doors of your house, very wise investment. At the very least, unscrew the little screws that are holding your door into the jamb and put some big old 3-inch case hardened screws in it. Next, we see the second guy is armed as well. So you have at least two armed home invaders, burglars in this case because there's nobody home, but don't expect them to leave your dogs alive, you know, if the dogs are roaming around the house or whatever. But this is why you want to be prepared just in case you were in the shower or something like that. Now, they do also post somebody outside. So I would say if you come up and somebody's outside that's kind of patrolling your house like that, don't go up to them. Just get out of the way so that the cops can get there because you might run into a bunch of armed dudes. Finally, this is why we pay homeowners premiums. I mean, losing your stuff like this sucks, and these guys have no right to it, of course. But it's all about protecting you and your family, which is why I say you need to have a safe when you have firearms. So then that way you're keeping safe the things that you don't want to fall into felons' hands under any circumstances, like your firearms, like your precious documents, like the most important things and your high valuables. Keep those suckers in a safe, because if something like this happens, they'll have a hold of them. Let's learn some lessons here about burglaries and home invasions so we can better cover our asp.